Hey everyone, I got some apple from, I don't know when. I don't know if it's from a bag of apples I bought, probably, that I chopped up and froze. But I need snacks for work, and I need to be able to eat on the go. So I'm gonna make muffins. So I got my recipe, and it's just for a single batch, but I'm feeling like shit and I'm feeling awful lazy, so the stand mixer it is. So I'm going to start by preheating the oven to 400 Fahrenheit and grabbing some measuring cups, and I'll make some muffins. Measuring cups, measuring spoons, and enough. Okay, so we'll follow the instructions here. It says 2 cups of flour. This isn't the flour I usually buy, but there has been a large shortage of organic stuff this year, so I had to go buy brand name instead of buying from my usual store, getting the local stuff because there is none. So hopefully next year's growing season is better and we don't have such a shortage of organic food. So there's my 2 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, the 1 teaspoon. So 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Sugar, I use maple sugar, especially for apple muffins, which are a bit of a lighter flavor. If I'm doing something stronger, I'll use coconut, but for maple, it's just stupid expensive. This calls for a 1/4 cup of sugar. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I like cinnamon, so I'm going to use more than 1 teaspoon. And by more than 1 teaspoon, I mean 1 heaping teaspoon. Half a teaspoon of salt. I buy the Costco salt, just because then I don't have to buy it as often. Okay, so the next ingredient is 1 egg. I cannot have eggs, so I get egg substitute. So for the egg substitute, I believe somewhere it says 1½ teaspoons with 2 tablespoons of water equals 1 egg. I don't do as the package says and mix everything up in a separate bowl and let it sit. I'm going to add one teaspoon, or 1½ teaspoon of the egg replacement powder directly in with the rest of my dry ingredients. And then I'll just add extra water. Okay, so that is the end of my dry ingredients, and it says to mix them. So, the oil, put this in here, and we'll just stir it up a little. That looks good. Whatever. Okay, it says 1 cup of milk. I cannot have dairy of any kind, so I don't have milk. I also have not made nut milk, so I'm just going to use water, and I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons extra. So I'm going to go get the water from my Berkey water filter. Does it say? 1 cup. Okay, so I have just over a cup of water in here. It also calls for a 1/4 cup of butter melted. I can't do butter, so I usually substitute coconut oil. And since it's a little cold, it is solid. So I'm gonna measure it out and throw it in the microwave for a bit. You know what, that's probably close enough. I'll measure again after it's melted and only put the right amount in. Okay, well that's melting. I did get some on my fingers, so I'm just going to rub it into my hands because coconut oil is a good lotion. And set that aside. Now's a good time to prep my sheets. I was going to be lazy and just use paper cups, but I honestly don't think I have that many. So what I usually do is I have another container of coconut oil. This one I stick my fingers in to grease all my pans, so I tend to keep it separate than the big thing of coconut oil. And I will just put some and then mix it around. Coat as much of it as I can. I want a thin layer of coconut oil and everything. That'll just keep the muffins from sticking. And it'll make cleanup much easier. Okay, the last part of prepping a pan, if you're not going to use paper, which you shouldn't use paper, it's kind of wasteful unless you're going to some crazy event, is to take just a tiny bit of flour and sprinkle it in. And yeah, I know I'm making a mess. I always make a mess. So what we're going to do with the flour in our pan is we're just going to knock it around. I usually do this over the sink because I spill everything. So we get some coating all the way around the muffin tins. Just bang out any extra into the sink and the muffin tin is good to go. I'm going to go get coconut oil out of the microwave. Okay, so I melted my coconut oil and I measured it and it was right, and so I just mixed it in with the water here. Not that oil and water mix well. But I'm just going to pour this in to my stand mixer here. Mix it into my dry mixture. So I'm going to go around the edge and just lift things off so it mixes a little better. This way I don't have to kill my shoulders and my back and my arms when they already feel like shit. Okay, that's mixed. So this has been frozen, it's thawed now, and it was vacuum sealed. And then it just says to fold in the apple. I don't know how foldy I'm going to get because I'm going to do it with the stand mixer. So not doing it right. I don't care anymore. Good enough. I need another spoon. Okay. Get the dough off. Just make sure that it's all mixed up nice and well, and it looks good, except for the few apples that sort of shut up on the side. So that's my batter, and I'm just going to put it in my muffin tin. There, about 20 minutes in the oven, and they'll be done. And then I have snacks for the week. Hopefully they last a full week. So I have a cooling tray. And muffins. If you wanted to make them a little more golden, you could put them in for longer, but since there's no butter in it, they aren't going to brown like you're used to. You can tell which ones that got better with the flour and oil. There's two that aren't out yet. Fun. Two held in by apple bits. Because it's apple, I mean there's apple in the pan still. I'm just gonna pick those out and eat them, but the pan should be relatively easy to clean. And that's our batch of apple muffins.